We are back with Dr. Max Baum on another episode of All Bells, No Whistles, diving a little bit deeper today into what I've seen as somebody that's used chiropractic throughout, pretty much my entire life. The first time I ever went to a chiropractor, I believe, was my junior year of high school, which was a long time ago. So I've seen a lot of chiropractors. I've been treated by a lot of chiropractors, and the more educated I become in chiropractic and just health in general, it's really unique to find a chiropractor that doesn't want you to come back and see them, right? Like that's a very poor business model if we're just talking dollars and cents. But that's your goal, right? Like your goal is for an athlete to be out of pain and moving on into their sport and life. Why is that important to you? How did you come up with that philosophy as a chiropractor when a lot of them just want to get you on a 3-month treatment plan, seeing you 3 days a week?
So as an athlete, I saw a chiropractor as well, and it got into this routine of I needed to go back once a week or I needed to go back multiple times a week to be adjusted again. And I just felt a missing piece with that. My goal with helping and treating athletes is one, yes, to get them out of pain, but I also want to educate them on what they can do to help themselves, whether that be movements, whether that be sleep, whether that be nutrition. I'm not certified or I'm not the best person to talk to when it comes to some of these things, but I can be a guide for them to get to the right person. So we might see somebody for a couple weeks, one time a week, but you're always going to be sent home with homework. And that's going to start tapering out. And then I want to empower and encourage you to continue moving and continue doing the things that we talked about so that you're not seeing me all the time. Chiropractors around the world have an excellent business model of bringing people back in. But to me, it's not about the money. It's about helping people get better and getting out of pain. So I've scratched that business model and I've gone my own way, doing my own thing. And I'm loving every step of the way.
And it shows, right? Like you've worked with some of our athletes and that's the goal of this space and why you're here, right? Is to have this fully unique way of taking care of the athlete, right? So if an athlete's got, low back pain that won't go away, that, from our end, it's like, yeah, like they need some more core strength and awareness. Mm-hmm. But the way you treat and many of the certifications you have is through DNS, dynamic neuromuscular stabilization, that really dives into trunk and core stability, right? So while we can do it, you do it better. So we want the athlete to, hey, let's get you in with Max. Let's have Max work you through movements so he can really dive deeper into your understanding of the core and how it works and how it supports movement. So, that's obviously one example that I just gave right there. Low back pain, likely core work. But are there some other low-hanging fruit pieces of like, hey, athlete, you have this sensation or this pain or this going on? What I'm trying, I guess, when should an athlete come see you? When's it a good idea to check out chiropractic to see if that is what can get you back to playing pain-free?
Mm-hmm. So honest answer is anytime. You don't have to be in pain to come see me. That's the biggest misconception with chiropractic or physical therapy in general. You don't have to be in pain. You can come in, we can do a movement screen, we can do all these different things to almost nitpick what you have going on. But say you do have some pain, or my favorite thing to treat are acute injuries. So you sprained your ankle this weekend playing soccer, come in, let's get treated right away. Treatment as soon as possible. Some of these acute injuries, ankle sprains, hamstring strains, anything like that. Get in, let's get it treated as soon as possible so we can one, increase the inflammation process, and two, start the rehab process right away. But one of the big things that makes me super excited to be a part of Greater U and what we have going on here is I see health as three pillars. At the top of it, sleep, and at the bottom two, or it's a little pyramid, the bottom two are going to be movement and nutrition. You guys, and paired with me, are the masters of movement. And I think we can help athletes move better, feel better. But if they're not having good quality sleep, nothing below that matters. Bring in a nutritionist to work with some of your athletes. Perfect. Pair that with movement, good quality sleep. You're building elite athletes and elite healthy people. And that's what it's all about.
I love it, man. Well, thank you for your time again. You do a lot of stuff on Instagram. Mm-hmm. What kind of content are you putting up that these athletes can put into practice at home on their own to maybe help them, navigate what your work might look like?
Yeah. You can follow me on explore_motion on Instagram. And I'm trying to put out more and more easy, digestible content that you can implement at home, implement in your warm-up, or implement in those long stretch weekends where you're playing 3, 4, 5 games to keep you moving, keep you feeling as fresh as possible.
Awesome. And then if an athlete wants to get in and see you, what's the easiest way to do that?
Head to my website, or right as you walk in to Greater U, right to the right, there's a little QR code on a poster. Scan that and it'll take you step by step.
Cool. Fantastic. Well, I appreciate it. And we'll do this again soon.
Thanks again for having me on.
Yeah, man.